Hello everybody, welcome to Tiny Bunny. We're going to be continuing this because I said so. So here we go. Let's start. A melody from Aladdin could be heard from the upper floor. Olia was done rewatching her favorite Little Mermaid episodes and switched to other tapes. I slowly changed into my home clothes, stopped before the sink, and studied my reflection in the mirror, like I was trying to solve one of those spot the differences puzzles. Then I went upstairs. Jafar's and Lago's voices died down. I walked past Olia's bedroom and slipped into my own. Look at the poster. The poster. Oh, there's a Triceratops. My Triceratops figurine. I know about all sorts of dinosaurs, Velociraptors, Ephrinosaurus, Hypolophus. Oh, I actually don't know that one. I was a dinosaur kid as well. I love dinosaurs. I remember going to the movies to see Jurassic Park back when we still lived in the city and taking pictures with the T-Rex in the hall. It turned its head and roared. It was awesome. Next to it was the Robotech Transformer. I love this cartoon. When a jet fighter speeds up in the intro, among the sounds of Blastifier, you know your 20 minutes will surely be amazing. What? Centrality Space Station is captured. Rick, get ready for battle. Okay. Let's open this here. One of the drawers was empty. I hid them in there. Oh. Yo, the mitten do be in the door though. The simple action drained the last bit of strength from me. I sat on the bed. You gonna cry? Only then I noticed there was something behind the curtains. Oh! You see, this is why every time I walk into a room, see, there's this great mixture you can make called pneumonia and bleach. You mix them together in a little bottle. You keep it in a little bottle everywhere you go, and then when you walk into a room, you put on a respirator and you throw it on the ground. Just to clear the room, make sure everything's okay. Nothing bad happens, it's not illegal, trust me. That's a Lord Guardian promise. It's not illegal. Probably. My tired hand dropped to the sheets. Either it was due to the medication I took or the stress on her when the room began to contort, as if the wind was blowing the walls out like a pair of sails. The room's corners bent and mutilated. The only stable thing in the whole room was the figure between the windowsill and the curtains. A flimsy piece of cloth was stuck to my hidden visitor, just like a savant of sorts. Olia? This is probably Olia. Who else would be standing there? I stood and licked my dry lips. Yeah, Olia, it's so funny. The silhouette was unmoving. There's a dog barking in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear that. It's very annoying. It was enveloped softly by the curtains. As if there was a thick layer of darkness there, not a human being. I reached toward the curtains. The wind sang in the field with a chorus of voices. For a second I wanted to return to the bed, just lie down and watch the person behind the curtain, knowing full well they were looking back at me. They were looking without blinking, waiting for me to fall asleep. Plastic rings rustled against the holder when I pulled open the curtains. Gotcha! Fucking big brain. I knew it was you from the beginning. A blindingly bright halo lit up above Olia's head with the setting sun as the background. My sister was shining. When she was just a baby, Dad always used to say she was shining with happiness. I always retorted, but Dad, she's not some flashlight. But I brought her to the window one day, and sunlight poured on her smiling face. I felt like I was holding a child woven from light. I saw everything. Oh, really? What did you hide? She was just like my mom when she was little before she put on her sad mask of tiredness and switched to a commanding tone of voice. It's nothing, just... Olia ran up to the table, her eyes round, and asked, You stole something and hid it there. Are you a thief? What? Don't be stupid. I didn't steal anything. A clear image came to mind, that mitten hanging from the tree branch. What if I did steal it after all? From the forest, from the tilted figure standing behind the black trees. Olia could be selfish and stubborn when she wanted. Then show me! I swear, that you won't tell anyone. Then I'll show you. Olya wore a plotting smile. I swear on Mom's heart. An oath she heard in one of those movies about pioneers we've watched. Don't say things like that. Olya nodded and made a gesture with her hand, locking her mouth with an imaginary key. She was filled with curiosity that was splashing in her giant eyes. I opened the drawer and Olya leaned in, holding her breath. It looked like there was not just but a simple mitten, but some sort of exotic critter. Is this someone's mitten? She said that if she couldn't understand what she saw. A certain boy lost it and got lost himself. Now do you understand how dangerous it is for kids to wander into the forest, right? He must be really cold out there. Will they find him? They will. The police are going house to house showing this photo to everybody. Olya traversed the room with care and pressed her tiny palms against the window. And why are they going to houses and not the forest? Are they scared? The question caught me off guard. The police aren't scared of anything. Yeah, right, flashed in my clouded mind. Did they really check every nook and cranny where darkness, cold, and whispers of icy branches dwell? If that's the case, how did they miss the mitten? Or did it appear later for me? I changed the topic, as if trying to get Olya as far away as possible from the forest thicket. We may get a reward if I go and find this boy by myself. A lot of stuff like in Field of Wonders. Sounds cool, right? Olya wasn't listening to me. She was piercing the forest with incredibly adult eyes, uncharacteristic for her. What if the owl got him? Nonsense, an owl won't be able to lift a human. But you know what? I was picking my words with utmost care. I forced them out of my overexerted brain. Stay away from the forest. I think it's... How should I put this? It's cursed or something. Just like in a fairy tale? No, not like that. More like in that spooky tape Mom and Dad are hiding from us. Olya shivered and stole a glance at the window. I saw you running away. Someone was chasing you? No, it's just I was hurrying back home so Mom won't be worried. As I looked at my sister, my heart was tearing apart. She was so fragile, it was so easy to stifle her light. A gust of wind and her small fire would be gone. You're lucky. Mom won't even let me go outside. I'm like a princess in a tower. Can't go anywhere. I'll die from boredom here. You're wrong. No one has ever died of boredom. And you have me and your cartoons. Mom and Dad will be good to each other soon. You know what I would wish for on my next birthday? I'd wish for Mom and Dad to turn into children so we could play together like we used to. Yeah, and if you'd make them as small as bugs, we could place them into a little box. Olya giggled and tugged at my sleeve. I don't like how close she is. Tony, let's go watch Aladdin. Ew. Aladdin. Fatigue went over my desire to be with my little sister. I was washed over by some sort of heinous apathy. I'm too tired. I don't want to. Come on. Fuck no, I'm not watching Aladdin with you little fucking shit. So boring and alone, and Mom is always busy. We can pick a cartoon you haven't seen before. Fuck you. Fuck your cartoons. Fuck everything they stand for. I know all of her tapes by heart at this point. Not all of them. You haven't watched Peter Pan. Remember how you fell asleep in the middle of it? And so much happens after that. Let's go. Let's go. Maybe a bit later. Should I tell you how it ends? Let's leave that for tomorrow. I won't tell you tomorrow. I know. Let's play hide and seek. No, Olya. Then draw me a dino. Olya, please. Draw it. Draw it. I would have just put my hands around her neck and just kind of like crack, you know what I'm saying? It would if you don't like Knuckles being cracked, I'm gonna have to warn you. This is the only sound. This is the last sound she'd ever make. And then it would be over for her. I blurted it out without thinking, then I was immediately taken back. I'd never screamed at my little sister like that. Olya stared at me in shock. Her lips started trembling, a precursor to tears. My chest was seething with disgust and embarrassment. What's happening to me? I hurried to prevent Olya from crying. Alright, you win. Let's go watch cartoons for a bit. I don't wanna. I came up to her, put my hand on her soft head. Let's go. Let's go watch Peter Pan. Boo! You'll fall asleep again. I smiled and lifted her chin. Her eyes were wet and felt bottomless. I promise I won't. And I'll draw you a full Triceratops later. Hooray. Triceratops. Well, close enough. Olya rubbed her eyes with the sleeve of her pajamas and a shining smile returned to her face. I'll go ask Mom for condensed milk and bread, and you rewind the tape. The bread is fresh, just how you like it. Alright, just be careful not to spill the milk, or you'll be yelled at again. Wanna bet I won't spill it? No, you're gonna fucking spill it, because you stupid little bitch! The tape is somewhere in the nightstand. Look for it. Olya disappeared into the doorway and I dragged my feet into the neighboring room. Turn on the TV! The old phone-on TV was gathering dust in the corner. What happened? Okay, I think it froze. The tube warmed up and familiar white noise started dancing on the black screen. I almost reached out to turn on the VCR when the noise calmed down and a blurry image appeared for a moment. It was a dark taiga forest, just like the one outside my window. The picture itself split in half. Something creepy resembling human speech was coming out of the speaker. Just a few minutes later, the scenery was again overshadowed by noise. Did it catch some rogue signal? Local TV stations only really showed Soviet cartoons, and even that was pretty rare. And only just recently used to always watch Robotech before school. It was so awesome. Maybe I should take it with the antenna. Maybe I can catch the channel again. On the other hand, Olya asked me to find the tape. It wouldn't be nice to disappoint her. But in my sleepy state, I didn't have the strength to do all of it. Oh. Huh. I don't know. I'm gonna pull up a random number generator. Okay. That was 1 and that was 2 and it picked 2, so we're gonna search. I shifted through the shelves full of dolls and blue hippos from Kinder Surprises. I found the tape I needed thanks to its shabby spine. I got the rectangle from its box. The game seems to do this a lot. Where it just stops. It just stops working. Are we just... I think the application is not responding anymore. Now my whole PC is not responding. That's splendid. The application stopped working. Nice. I guess I'll just look at memes in the meme time. Kill me. And the game crashed. Yay! Alright, I'm back, pussies. Basically, what ended up happening is, yeah, she just got fucking milk. That, I don't know. I rubbed my eyes. No, come sit. Mom and Dad are arguing again. They're both going through rough times. Rough times are lame. Beyond the screen, Wendy was hiding Peter Pan's shadow into the dresser. Olya was entertained by the cartoonish dog Nana. Maybe Mom and Dad will buy us dogs too, right? Yeah, right. I'll have my own dog in Neverland, and a cat, and a parrot. Olya smeared a slice of bread with a thick layer of condensed milk and handed it to me. Have you lost all of your baby teeth? Obviously. Olya frowned deep in thought. Peter Pan has baby teeth. What if they won't let you go to his land with adult teeth? We'll think of something. We'll ask Dad to alter your age in the passport. And why would Dad forge documents? Olya took a bite from the sandwich and started talking with her mouth full. He will. I heard Mom say that they did that before. What? They've altered... Okay, this is interesting. A family that has moved out of the city, the children always said they were scared of the sirens that would come with soulless men. Moved out of the city to the rural country, they're always arguing. Mom hates police and she's saying that they forged passports before. Something doesn't add up there. But you know what? Okay. You know, whatever. You'll grow ears as big as Dumbo's. Ollie got word and touched her ear. I smiled to myself. My little sister was silent now. She just devoured bread watching the adventures of Peter Pan, Tinkerbell, and James Hook. As if she got sucked into the fairy tale Neverland. To be honest, I almost imagined myself there. In a land where no one ages. Where no one argues over little things. Where no one listens to fights and the sound of broken plates at night. I felt like I was dreaming with my eyes still open. Then my sister's scream pulled me back to reality. Tony, shut the curtains fast. Why? No one's watching you. It's dark. When it's dark, the owl comes. I'm scared. I got out of bed, fighting my drowsiness, and closed the curtains. Close that, bitch. I did my best not to look outside toward the treetops, toward the taiga forest, which seemingly drew closer and closer. Of course, it was just a visual effect on the shadows and the branches scraping the snow. Tony, Mom thinks I made the owl up. And Dad, too, thinks I'm a liar since I'm small. But the owl exists. Honestly, it does. You do believe me, right? That it comes every night and... I swiftly grabbed Ollie's hand and looked her in the eyes. I was trying to transfer at least some of my courage and determination. But did I really have those qualities? Yes, I believe you, alright? Just don't nag our parents about it anymore. They're already dealing with a lot, so they'll just get mad at you. Come and tell me if anything happens. And don't look out the window. But it wants me to look. Doesn't matter. Act like it doesn't exist and never existed. Like it's made up, just like Mom and Dad say. I hope she fucking gets mangled by that owl and the kid knows it's all his fault. I'll get tired of waiting and fly away. Oh, it'll. Sorry. It was madness, but after everything that's happened recently, I was more and more inclined to believe Ollie's owl existed. We followed Peter Pan's adventures as if nothing had happened, as if the forest didn't kidnap kids, as if our parents were tearing each other apart bit by bit. Captain Hook was running away from a crocodile, and Captain Pan was headed to London on a gilded sailboat. By some miracle, I'd lasted longer than my sister. Ollie's eyelids had dropped. She started snorting lightly, resting her chin on the side of the bed. I stood up and left Ollie's room. I was looking out the window, studying the field, when Mom peeked into my room. Enough playing around. It's your first day at school tomorrow. Go to bed. You should sleep properly. You don't want to be teased for being sleepy, right? Adults think everything is so simple. As if sound sleep would ensure my classmates would like me. I covered myself with a blanket up to my neck and listened to the house humming to something invisible rustling in the corners. My inner voice had a question for me. Do I want to hear that mysterious flute again? Yes or no? Maybe it's just a part of growing up. I can't fully understand my own desires. The forest wailed behind the barrier that was my walls. Some ethereal entity wandered through the fields. Branches shook as if calling for me. The wind howled on in the night. My thoughts were like annoying flies that entered my head before becoming weak and tangled. I didn't notice how I fell into slumber. Aw. Well, fuck me sideways and call me a doorknob. I thought there was more. Oh. Well, fuck. Well, that's the end of that, I guess. I'm gonna have to wait till the next fucking chapter comes out. So, thank you very much for watching. I know this was a shorter one today, but I think that's gonna be easier for me to edit because it took very long, and uploading was even worse. So, I'm sorry, I just slapped the mic there. Yeah, thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day.